So, did an unboxing of my kangertech subtank mini and my istick 30 watt, and I've had it for about 3 weeks now. Little review, I guess. Istick, fucking great. Like, there's nothing, like, if you're just starting out and you want something variable voltage, variable wattage, very easy to use, off 5 clicks, on 5 clicks, lock, unlock, hold those 2 buttons for 2 seconds. It's now unlocked. Up and down. For wattage, 3 clicks to switch between variable wattage and variable voltage. Back to wattage. It's great. It's amazing. Goes up to 30 watts. The voltage goes up to 4.2, it says, at 30 watts. On this 0.6 ohm, yep, 4.2. Support on this 0.6 ohm. I don't know the full, if that's the max on it, but that's what it's reading at. So, I keep it at about 18 watts, which reads at about 3.3 volts. It's great. It powers this kangertech very good. It's amazing. It really, really is. I it's a very, very good buy. If you're on the fence about buying one of these, go and buy it, because it's good. It does what you want. I don't know if it won't read anything below, I believe, 0.4 ohms. So if you're looking to go like 0.3 to 0.12, lower than that, you're gonna need, I think, the 50 watt goes to 0.2. I believe. This only reads to about 0.4, but on this thing, you don't need, the Kanger is usually at about 0.5. I mean, you can make them lower, 0.4, but you don't need anything lower than that. Now the kangertech subtank mini, on the other hand, is a little different. It's good for a while. First couple times I used it, I had no problems whatsoever. And then, got the vape bands on there. And then, after a while, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't think that I'm doing something wrong. I'm not super over tightening the tank on there. But, I think it has something to do with the O-rings on the inside of the tank here. It starts leaking out of the bottom of the glass for me. And I don't know if it's just for me, but I think it has something to do with either the O-ring that's inside the metal base that the glass sits on, or this O-ring right here above the base inside of the glass tank that's around the metal housing on the inside. So it starts leaking out of the bottom a little bit. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem. I don't know if it's just me, but I bought these vape bands. It seems to take care of it. Yada yada yada. Shouldn't have to do that with something that's brand new. Made from one of the major companies. I emailed them and they gave me the whole runaround. Did you try this? Did you try that? Did you, blah, 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 their whole little spiel thing. And I gave up on it. So, forget it. I mean, the tank was like, what, $45, $50 or whatever. So it's working good with the vape bands on it. It's good. Now, another problem I've run into with these OCC coils is that, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little rubber O-ring on the very bottom of the housing that when you screw it in, it screws it tight so it doesn't leak through the air hole. Now, I have over-tightened these, and I have under-tightened these, and I have just snugged them, and when I use them, it sometimes leaks from the bottom. I'm assuming it's because of these little O-rings. They're not, I don't think that they're either not wide enough or thick enough, or it just seems like they don't fit right. Like they don't snug it to where the juice is not coming through the, through the bottom, through the air hole. So, I don't know, again, it could just be me. I mean, I'm not a professional vaper, I just, I'm the casual vaper, but, if you're having the same problem, I don't know what to tell you because I haven't figured anything out for that. Also, the other thing that I don't really like is that the holes, the wicking holes, are directly in the middle there. And when your tank gets really low, you have to kind of, move it around to get it wicked up, and it doesn't fully wick the cotton or silica or, whatever you're using in there when the tank is really low. Kind of gets on my nerves. Which is why I mostly use the RBA that it came with. So that's a con. Lots of vape from these though. If you get it to work and they're not, they're not causing you any problems, and you don't mind that they're, that they don't fully wick when your tank gets low, then, more power to you. It's not a huge deal for me. It's not a deal breaker, but I would have liked to see a better design on these. Onto the RBA. Now, I enjoy the RBA. The RBA is very good, but, I mean, I'll show you that's what I use for my everyday use. Good vapor production. Very good. Lots of flavor. I'm using the strawberry shortcake that I got from those guys back there, Vicious Vapors, my local store. I do, however, have a problem with the way the RBA is built. Now, it is small, it's compact, which it's not the problem. It's not entirely the problem, and I'll take it apart and show you. I know some people are going to say, well, it has to be that way when I show you, but, I'm not having this problem anymore, but what I was having, the problem I was having for a while there was, this is 3 pieces. This is the deck, which is inside there right now, that you can see right there, fully wicked. No problem. Okay. The outer ring and a top ring. Set that down. That might make it easier. Okay. So the outer ring. Now, when screwed in and used for several times, it's hard to get off the base. Like I don't want to take the base off right now because I have everything set up in there. But when you screw this piece onto the base, do not over tighten it, because if you over tighten it and you use it 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 tanks down the road, it's going to get gunky, and you're going to have a hard time taking this piece off the base to redo your wick and your coils. It is a bitch. Bottom line. I don't know if there was any other way to do it. Like a full pipe attached to this instead of having 3 pieces, but it becomes a pain in the ass if you screw it on too tight and you cannot get the middle piece off to redo your wick or coils or what have you. It gets bad. So, yeah. Honestly, several times I have given up on trying to get this piece off, and went back to the OCC coils. But I love this thing so much. I want to use it all the time. And it just makes it so difficult for me when I can't get it off. Just wanted to do a follow-up because I didn't want to not do a follow-up because my previous video was pretty much just an unboxing, basically, and setup and a little bit of bait production. And, you know, it wasn't a full review. Again, istick, great buy. You're on the fence, go and get it. I definitely recommend it if you need the higher wattage to run your 0.2 ohm coils. Get the 50 watt. I mean, I'm sure it's the exact same thing. I think the only difference is that the USB is on the side or the back, and the buttons are on the side, and that's, I think, is the only difference. But the kangertech, on the other hand, seems like it could have been better. The design could have been better on some of these things. Honestly, I would wait for a V2 or something like that when they redesign it. I don't know about the actual subtank, but this is the mini, and I also don't know about the nano. They could be better, you know. I know that the RBA on the actual subtank is a little bit bigger and can house dual coils. I know you can do dual coils in here, but all I have is a 26 gauge wire, and it's very, very difficult for me to do dual coils with 26 gauge wires in this thing. So I just run it in single coil. I would wait. I would wait for a version 2 if I were, if I were anybody else that, is looking at the kangertech subtank mini. Go with the bigger one. Definitely go with the bigger one because, like I said, I think the RBA is a little bit bigger and maybe easier to take apart and put back together again, and not have any problems when redoing your coil and your wick. Yeah, so that's that. Other than that, I mean, if you really like kangertech, go get a subtank mini. It's, it's not bad. It's not horribly bad, but you will find yourself being frustrated. If you enjoy the RBA in this, you get it out, you take it out of the package, you throw a wick in there because it's already got a coil in there, pre-built coil. Throw your wick in there, you juice it up, you put it all together, throw your juice in your tank, you use it like 2 or 3 times, and then you're like, oh, it starts, tasting nasty, and you gotta re-wick it. You may find yourself being frustrated taking this thing apart. And like I said, the OCC coils for me just don't. They're good vapor production. They just don't cut it because I can't pain in the ass, back and forth trying to get that wick into those, or get the juice into those little tiny wick holes. So, but I mean, you could go for it. But again, if you're on the fence about it, I definitely wait for a V2 because that they're going to come out with a V2. So, or just get this Kanger subtank, not the mini. So, but that's it. That's pretty much all I wanted to do is a follow-up video to my unboxing. Again, go follow my friends at Vicious Vapors. I have a Twitch channel where I'm constantly playing games. Right now I'm playing Rocksmith, trying to learn the guitar. Follow me on Twitter. I'll have links in the bottom. And take it easy. Oh, next video. I just ordered a billow from istick, so I'll be doing an unboxing on that. And then in a couple weeks after that, I'll be doing a semi-review. So take it easy. And I'll see you again in hopefully this week sometime. Should be here. It's coming from Honolulu. I guess istick is based out of Honolulu, so it should be here by latest. Should be Friday. So come in first class mail. No problems. So I'll see you guys again. See ya.